Watch
Oh,
out.
hi.
Can you see our little alien right now with his little witch hat
I don't
on?
know why I circled it like they could see it.
Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? Guys, happy Friday. We're going to do shop critiques today. Thank you to everybody who's already donated and who noticed the little donation box up on the chat.
Oh, cool. I thought we were going to have to do that with like a super chat thing. Cool.
No, it is ready to go. So we're raising money today for the American Red Cross to help all of the people affected by Hurricane Ian. And I know that a lot of our alphas were affected because I've been following you all on Instagram and I've been seeing some of your posts, and it's crazy. Like, I feel so bad for some of you whose houses have just been like ripped apart. So
Our Etsy feed is pretty amazing.
oh, well.
Anyway.
Stick it over there. But guys, we're going to do this just like we always do. If you're new here, we pull these randomly out of the chat. Please don't submit your shops yet. We'll let you know when to do it. Otherwise, we won't be able to pick you because we'll have a starting point.
Yes.
Couple little quick things. First of all, we're going to be doing these randomly, though we absolutely appreciate donations and we're doing this as a charity live stream. Donating does not ensure that you get a critique. That's not how this works. The
donations are in addition to what we are already doing.
Yes, if you do it out of appreciation for what we're doing, because it's a nice thing to do. Second thing is that when you put your shop into the chat, do not put your URL into the chat, because if you put your actual link into the chat, YouTube will block it.
Yes.
You want to go into your actual storefront, and you know where your name is.
I'll get it over here and show them. Give me 1 second.
You got a random one?
𝔽𝕣𝕚𝕚𝕒𝕚.
Haven't we oh, this is that.
Yeah, this is one of them. This will be relatively small, but top left corner of the screen. Make sure that's showing the right screen there. It is. Top left-hand corner of the screen here. Etsy.com/shop/this. Everything before this question mark, but after the slash. This is what we need.
Yeah, or down here.
Or you can just copy this and paste it. Sometimes, for some reason, this doesn't work. Sometimes this is different than this. I don't know why. But for the most part, this is always going to be the safe one. After the
when you clicked into the search bar.
Oh.
I have to double check to make sure you weren't looking at anything inappropriate in the.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Moore. You never know.
There wasn't. I just had to double check. Thank God. Thank God. Nobody needs to know my kinks. All right.
So just make sure that you're not posting the URL, and you know, if you see anybody commenting, I submitted my shop and I don't see it, let them know, just in case we miss it. Couple other quick announcements before we get started while we wait for everybody to join. First thing is that we're doing a lot in collaboration with Printify very, very soon. Starting this Tuesday.
Yeah, look out for a video.
I've got a video, and I want to throw out this disclaimer because it never fails. Anytime I recommend anything, I get a bunch of like people in my comments mad at me. Because they're like, you're making money off of this. You're an affiliate. No, I'm not. They offered to pay me, and I told them no.
We told them no.
We told them no.
Outside of E-Rank, no corporate sponsorships.
Yes.
0.
But they did ask me if I would create a how to do Etsy SEO tutorial for their users, but that's going on my channel, and it's all branded in green, and it's so epic. I'm so excited. So if you do anything print on demand, even if you don't use Printify, make sure that you watch out for that video on Tuesday, because that is going to be how to keyword optimize print on demand listings. And I'm so excited. It is going to be such a good video. I am so thrilled that they reached out to me.
Did you tell them to post their shops?
Not yet.
Wait to post your shops, please.
Wait to post your shops.
Miranda said, I think you should take payment. It's work. Here's the thing. We can't give unbiased opinions if we take money. And money also usually includes exclusivity deals. And we don't do exclusivity deals. We keep everything over here unbiased.
Yeah.
That doesn't include E-Rank or anything like that. Obviously, E-Rank, we are paid by E-Rank, but E-Rank does not pay us to make these videos or talk about it in the videos at all. So we try our best to make sure that we are financially unbiased at all levels.
Yeah, I got approved for a Canva affiliate deal, and I haven't even shared the link with you guys because I keep thinking like, oh, they'll get mad at me. So yeah, I don't want to accept payment for it, but I do hope that it helps, raise some awareness for Printify, because I use Printify for my website. I think it's great. And I'm going to also be doing a webinar for them on October 20th, and that is going to be on the Printify YouTube channel. So mark your calendars, October 20th. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern time, but I'll be sending more information about it by email, and I'll mention it here on the channel and in the Facebook group and on all my social media, so you guys will be able to attend. But just block off October 20th on your channel or on your calendars if you're interested in watching that. It is going to be my Science of Etsy Success workshop, so that's linked down below free. If you've already taken it and you don't want to get the same content twice, you don't have to attend, but it will have a live element, whereas the one that's recorded down below isn't live. So
no, it's not live.
You'll be able to ask questions and stuff. So looking forward to that. Last little thing is that since we're doing all this stuff with Printify, I asked Anthony Wolf of eRank if there was any way that we could incorporate in a tool that would help print-on-demand sellers to see what's trending in their industries. So now
Amber.
Now in
December 1st is when HAA opens again.
Oh, I miss you, Amber. Watch your Marco Polos. I've been Marco Poloing you. So eRank has added a new tool. If you log in, go to the Trends tab, click on Market Trends, you're going to see a whole little category down on the left side called POD. There are top searches for shirts, embroidery, sweatshirts, mugs, phone cases, tote bags, and I feel like I'm missing one. But basically, these are the top selling products in print on demand. So you can go down there, and if you see that, pumpkin shirts are trending in stickers, stickers, that was the other thing. Stickers. It's just a useful tool to see what's popular in your print on demand industry. So that's available. And we might be working on some other stuff that I can't talk about yet.
Ruh-roh.
So really fun.
Lots of stuff in the works, guys.
Awesome. All right. So I think that I'm... there we go. I think that I'm good to start doing some shops.
All right. Go ahead and submit your shops and everything under Micah's comment there.
Yeah.
Micah.
Micah.
When does HAA close for membership? So it opens on December 1st, close on December 10th, Eastern time at midnight.
It technically closes on the 11th. It's open through the 10th.
Yeah.
So
closes on the 12:01 in the morning.
Yeah, because we don't open it until 8 a.m. on...
Yeah, so...
whatever day.
Well, maybe we'll let it go till 8 a.m. on the 11th. Whatever.
Yeah.
That way it's at least 10 solid full days.
We closed the boot camp. For those of you who attended the boot camp, thank you. I'm so glad that it was such a success. I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed it. We had a couple stinkers who saved the enrollment page and were able to get in really late.
It wasn't that. It was emails you sent out with the sales page, because I did not make that sales page. Oh. I didn't shut off the link for the late enrollment. I just made the page private.
They enrolled with the package that had the donation plan for St. Jude.
We're still donating what they...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we were able to make a couple extra sales that ended up going to the St. Jude fund. So it's they got in late, but it was charity money, so that's cool. All right, we have lots and lots in the chat. So, Mr. Moore, do you need me to do it because you...
No, you can take the man.
Okay,
because him going to come to you anyway.
Give me your floof.
There him goes. He's so shiny on camera.
Oh, biscuits. Okay. No bort hole, thank you. Okay.
He said, I'm going to now go be destructive.
All right, so...
All right, holy crap, there's a lot of people here.
So the way that Mark chooses shops randomly...
I scroll up and down while looking away from the screen. I click and highlight, and the first one, either above or on my mouse, is the one that gets it.
Top-tier technology here, guys.
Top-tier technology. However, it's very difficult to actually scroll because there are so many. So first one I'm going to do, I'm going to start kind of in the middle at the top. Well,
we're at $79 for our charity. Right. So maybe if we made it to $80, we would be willing to show you who this shop is. Okay, $129. That's good too. That works as well. Maybe if we made it to $130, we would show you.
Green.
He's getting it. He's getting it all set up.
Screen is so bright.
You got
Turn out the lights.
What are you quoting?
Nothing.
You're like doing a Voldemort voice, but you're not like
Oh, Harry.
you're not quoting anything in particular. You're just doing the voice. All right.
All right, it worked. I'm going to turn... Just keep in mind that this is going to make the colors a little funky, but this monitor's too bright with the lights on.
Okay.
And then...
Turn the monitor brightness down.
There we go.
It's
Grandpa's got sensitive eyes.
It's okay, Grandpa. We got you.
All right. Screen share. Here we are. Hello.
Joyce.
You may take the mouse. I know you like to do the scrolling.
Yes. Joyce, didn't we look at your Instagram? Did we look at Joyce's Instagram when we did our Instagram critiques while we were at Lost Lands? I feel like we looked at your shop, Joyce. So let's take a peek here. Things that I look for is branding, optimization, photos. I mean, you guys have probably watched enough of these critiques. You know what I'm looking for.
Mika, that is a wonderful comment. We are redoing our backdrop in the next month, and putting a kitty tower back there along with everything that we're doing is an actual perfect idea. So I'm going to do that. Thank you.
That's a great idea.
Thank you for recommending that, because then you guys can watch Bubbers in the background while we do stuff.
Oh, he would love that.
Yeah, he would love that.
We should bust out the kitty tower only when we're recording. That way it's special to him.
He'll find it and destroy it if I don't.
All right. So, Joyce, first thing that I notice is that you're using a very short cover photo. Mm-hmm. This is a nice big piece of real estate. If you've heard Etsy coaches in the past say that, oh, you don't want to put a big banner up because then people will have to scroll to see your products. Don't listen to them.
It's not 1992. People know how to use the internet.
Yeah, people know how to scroll. So use a nice big banner. This is the largest piece of customizable real estate that we have in our Etsy shop. So I love the photo. Use the full size one. You know, it'll scale nicely. It seems to be pretty crisp. Yeah. Next thing, I notice you don't have a logo in here. This is a great place for you to put your logo, because from where I'm sitting, even with Mark's giant monitor, I can't read this. So you're kind of wasting space here, because most people are going to see your shop icon very tiny, especially on mobile. I would commission a logo. You can find designers in the Handmade Alpha Facebook community, linked down below. Mm-hmm. Just put in a request for a graphic designer, or you can hop on Fiverr and have somebody make one for you relatively cheap. I know that we have a lot of alphas who don't like Fiverr because they don't pay their artists very well, but it's up to you. It is an option if you want that. Next thing is that this tagline right here, don't just repeat your shop name. You can keyword optimize this. So I think that your best bet here would be to take some of these right here, specializing in fine silver wax seal jewelry. There are great keywords in here. Take this line, put it up here, and then use your shop announcement for something else. Use it to put your holiday shipping deadlines.
Your email list.
Use it to put your, some of your policies, things that customers need to know. You can make this announcement huge. They can expand it out. But I would make sure that you're putting this nice keyword optimized phrase here, because the shop announcement cannot be keyword optimized. Just this tagline, okay? So put important information here, put some keywords and what you want your shop to be known for up here. You've got great sales. You're a star seller. That's awesome. Keep in mind that when we do critique shops that are already doing very well, we do have to get nitpicky. So because it seems like you're doing good on your own. I don't know if this is a picture of you as a wee one, but if it is, super cute. I think that it fits in very nicely because I'm seeing the same kind of color palette here with this black and white photo and the background that you've chosen. Let's see.
I dig the product, though.
Yeah.
The products are cool.
Great photos. Normally, I prefer to see lighter backgrounds because that's what Etsy recommends, but I do think that you do a very good job here. I will say that using a Getty Images photo, I'm assuming that this isn't your photo from Getty Images.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Don't use a watermarked photo as one of your images. It appears that you took this off of Google, and not only are you not supposed to do that, but it kind of gives off the impression that you don't care that you're taking someone's photo. Mm-hmm. If it's your photo, because you can get your photos with the Getty Images watermark, that's fine. I would rather see you just put custom listing on a blank photo, or get a photo of yourself making your products. Let's take a scroll through.
225 over here. Make sure you give
good reviews. Ah, yes, you've got a video in here. That's perfect. I love this photo. Oh, that's so sweet. Very nice. I love making sure that, you know, you've got a way to connect with your buyers. Let them know who you are. A couple of these photos aren't scaled great, but they're not too bad. They look okay in terms of your scaling. I would also recommend getting some FAQ sections down here. That's something that you can add right from your storefront. If you go up to the top of your shop over your banner, you should have a button that says Edit Shop. And then once you click Edit Shop, scroll all the way down and you can add FAQs. That will allow you to kind of expand upon your policies and put things that customers should know about your jewelry. Any commonly asked. Keyword optimization doesn't look bad at all. You could totally get some more keywords in here, but overall, I think that this is fine. You've got a listing video, so that's great. Ooh. This is very pretty.
Well, you're definitely creatively minded.
Yeah, this is a great video.
Mm-hmm.
Did you make this, or did you have somebody, did you commission this from somebody? Because this is a really
very nice.
Yeah. Got a couple photos. I would recommend trying to fill all 10 listing photo slots. There are a couple things that you can do that, you know, to fill this space.
Size comparison.
Yeah, put it next to a ruler, put it next to a coin so that we can get, you know, a idea of how big it is.
Banana for scale.
Flip it backwards so that I can see what the back of it looks like. Even if there's nothing on the back, I still want to know that there's nothing on the back. Maybe you could show a photo of someone wearing one. Try to get all 10 of those listing photo slots. And then...
She said I had a friend do the video. Oh, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. I love that. And then you can also add a couple additional photos towards the end of your listing photos. If you can't think of 10 different ideas, throw in some that say, you know, follow me on social media, and make sure that you brand them with your branding fonts and colors. And put your Instagram handle, because I know you have an Instagram account, so that's another good way to get more followers on social media as well. You could do care instructions on one of your photos. You could show how your products come packaged, which is something that I usually want to know when I'm buying online. I want to know how it's going to come packaged. That way, if I'm sending it directly to a recipient, I know what to expect. But overall, very, very nice. The couple things that I think that you should work on are making sure that your shop has some branding elements like a logo. That would be a great thing to do, especially since you've got this unique design. Mm-hmm. You could do your logo as like a D and an L with the floral pattern behind it, because it already fits with the products you make. Making sure that you're keyword optimizing your tagline, putting some holiday shipping cutoffs or useful information in your shop announcements, adding something to your FAQ section, and getting more listing photos in here. And subbing out this photo here. But overall, very, very nice choice.
I like the scroll down a little bit. I like the how you do the actual wax stamp behind the product to show. That's really cool.
Those are my favorite, because that tells me what it is without me having to read. It makes me curious. Like I want natural necklace, but when I see the wax seal behind it, I understand what I'm seeing.
Somebody asked, do we only post our shop name once? Yes, please only post your shop name once unless I ask you to, and then every 2 shops I'll probably have people resubmit. That way people that aren't here aren't getting their shops critiqued.
Yeah.
All right, that's where that is, so I'll go ahead and scroll down a little further than that.
We're up to $244 for our charity. Thank you guys all so very much. For those who joined us late, the money is going to be going to those affected by Hurricane Ivan. It is going straight to the American Red Cross. We don't see that money. It just goes straight to them.
It goes straight to them.
Be sure to donate, even if it's just $1, because how many people are here live right now?
193.
$193.
Where'd y'all go?
That would be a huge difference. Or if everybody were to donate $5, what's 100? Hey, Google, what's 193 times 5? I can't do math.
193 times 5 is 965.
$965? I mean, just imagine, guys. Just imagine. All right.
Don't read this name out loud because it doesn't appear that it is going to work.
Occasionally we'll get one of your shops in the chat that just it won't work.
Okay. If you're in If you're in Canada, please post that you are in Canada with your shop name. Don't do it right now, for those of you. Because for Canada, they've made it where it's not just /shop/ or if you're in the UK, I think it's /UK/shop. So put like UK after your shop name. We'll resubmit here in a couple of minutes. Don't do it yet, otherwise you'll get lost in the sauce.
We don't want to lose you. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah,
Let's
my
do it.
brain went full stupid there for a second. Okay, go ahead and take it.
All right. Decal decor. That's very interesting way to spell that, and I think it's very trendy. Super cool. Custom fashion for the whole family, gifts and more. This is keyword optimized. That is awesome. You've got over 13,000 sales. Fantastic. I see some cohesive branding carrying over. I'm assuming that you usually use this teal in your decal over here and that you've just branded this for fall. Which is nice. I do like when brands do that. Even Tiffany & Co. Iconic for their Tiffany blue branding, but around like Valentine's Day, they'll throw in a little bit of red or a little bit of pink to fit the season. So that's very nice.
Please stop submitting your shops, and I will tell you how to submit your shop when we are through. Calm down.
It's okay. If they
Also-
submit, we'll just tell them to resubmit.
Yep. Also, careful with the copyright stuff. This up here.
Yeah.
I don't know how that follows. I'm assuming you're trying to do like parody. Etsy doesn't necessarily exclude parody in copyright infringement, even though it is technically legal.
Yeah.
So careful with that.
Be super duper duper careful. Shops get, just because other shops are doing it doesn't mean that it's correct, and it doesn't mean that you won't get taken down. Especially,
I don't know how the domain works with that, or if they did it open source, because so many people do Jason stuff and masks.
Well,
But
there's more than one though, so just be careful, because it's like one of those things where it's your lawyers against their lawyers, and their lawyers will always win, and Etsy
Yes.
will always side with the bigger company. They'll never side with you when it comes to copyright. Let's see your shop announcement. Ooh, yeah. See, this is a great example of a shop announcement. We have information about delays. This is exactly how to use your shop announcement. Super cute. It looks like you've got the Etsy Plus, so you've got the ability to make nice big featured items. Since you've got Etsy Plus, you should expand upon your banners and get some carousels in
agreed.
there. Yeah, get some carousel banners. These are super cute. And you know what I really like is that obviously you're using some mock-ups and things, but for one, it's not the same old mock-ups that I've seen a gazillion times. For two, I really like, I actually can't tell if these are mock-ups or not. I don't, yeah, they
Some
are.
of them are, some of them aren't, I think. It's hard to tell.
What I like about this mock-up in particular is that there's a lot of shadowing on the product, where a lot of mock-ups are just flat, but this one makes it look more natural.
Yeah,
So-
having them side by side like that, I can tell that it's a mock-up, though,
Yeah.
because it's like one after the next.
Yeah, but it looks really nice, and I love that you're using a nice variety so that everything looks a little bit different. You've definitely got a nice aesthetic and very, very trendy. This is the type of thing that Etsy will feature.
Yes.
I always like to look at Target.com for ideas for photos, because they have a very similar styling with a lot of their photos. So overall, your photos are fantastic. Those are beautiful mock-ups. Let's take a scroll down. Oh, you don't have those about section photos. Get your photos.
Uh-oh.
Did you know that you will actually let me rephrase that. I'm already messing up how I want to say this. Etsy says that a completed a shop or a complete.
You cannot talk today, can you?
I can't. Etsy says a more completed shop is more likely to rank in search. Basically, one of the factors that Etsy says will help you rank in shop is overall shop completion. Your about section is part of that overall shop completion. So this is the newspaper headline. You don't have anything to provide context to that, which is what your about section is. So think of it like a newspaper. You've got your headline. You need to have your article, which is your about section, and you need to have a photo that goes with your newspaper article. So think of it in that context, because right now all you've got is the newspaper headline.
Holy butt waffles, Batman. How did you get 13,500 sales since 2019? That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The logo does not exclude you.
Yeah.
You are not the trademark holder.
Yeah, so you can't use the term onesie. Gerber owns it, and they take shops down all the time. So I know that it's how shoppers search. It's unfortunate, but you have to use a different term. I mean, I'm not telling you you have to, but there is a big risk for using the term onesie, which not a lot of people know that. But Gerber takes down Etsy shops all the time. So I would change it to one piece, jumper, bodysuit, which you've already got in there. Just be very, very careful because Gerber is known for going after Etsy shops. Overall, though,
Bodysuit.
yeah, bodysuit. Overall, though, very good keyword optimization here. Like I always say, there's two ways to keyword optimize a listing. You can either do it by putting a string of keywords. Etsy doesn't like this way, or they say that they don't like this way, but it doesn't affect your rank negatively. It's just not good practice because they say that shoppers look at it weird. They see it and they're like, I don't know what this means. However, we've all been shopping online so long that we know what titles on listings look like. Whether you're shopping on Amazon or eBay or anywhere, you're going to see a big long title like this. So I'm not put off by them, and I've never seen shoppers, be put off by it.
Cooper Banana said, even if you're using Gerber branded onesies, yes.
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 You can't.
That's irrelevant.
Yeah.
At the most, how about onesie?
Yeah, onesie is like Kleenex. Like
No, they're saying ONEZ, like 1Z. Etsy won't be able to recognize that as onesie, like the word, so it won't.
Not to mention nobody's searching that, so it doesn't matter.
I would honestly go with the term one piece, because then anybody searching for children's onesie, at least for one ONE, you're gonna partial match for that. So.
And Tracy said, so long titles are okay? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Etsy tells us that shorter titles are better for the shoppers, but in terms of
See
yeah.
that? I've not seen that.
Yeah, that's been around for a while.
That's never happened to me. Maybe it's my browser blocking it.
But in terms of ranking, it doesn't matter either way. With the algorithm, it doesn't care if your titles are long or short. Etsy just says it's good practice to make it shorter and more friendly to buyers. But in terms of the algorithm, you could do it either way. A short sentence, if you can get all of the keywords you want to rank for into one short sentence, that's fine. Keyword strings like this are fine as well.
Got it. Okay, thanks.
All right, let's see. You've got I like your size chart.
Yeah.
Like
And we don't hammer on the copyright and trademark stuff for no reason, because I mean at 13,000 sales, I'm assuming you've quit your day job. And with that being said, if a shop like that gets taken down, it's not just you losing your shop anymore; it's you losing your livelihood, right?
Exactly.
So then you're screwed, and you're not going to get it back. There is no pleading and begging with Etsy. They're not going to give it back to you. So
no, we just want you guys to stay safe because
yeah,
everybody
we care about you.
Exactly. Everybody's done it. I think everybody has,
At one point in time, before they knew, did
Yeah.
something copyright. We've done it. You guys do it.
One last thing that I forgot to mention in the last shop is that these sections where you fill it out are actually keyword optimizable. So it doesn't add a whole lot. It's not something that you guys should spend a ton of time on, but Etsy does tell us that this is an area that we can do keywords, because when we click on one, we'll click on wedding. If you look up here, it used to actually say the keyword.
Yeah.
But basically, every search page or every single section is its own page. So Etsy tells us that we can keyword optimize these. Like I said, don't focus a lot of time on it, but when I see shops that do it, I like to call it out. But overall, super duper nice branding.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
Someone said, I've always heard you can use it if you're using the actual Gerber.
Those, in most cases, they are licensed through companies like Printful, like Printify, for the purpose of being printed on. With Gerber in particular, I don't believe that they license their products for that type of use.
If we're wrong, feel free to correct us.
But I do know that shops get taken down all the time for using the term onesie.
Yes. Unless
So-
it's new news that they've allowed you to use it, I wouldn't bet your money on it. Imagine, think of it a little bit deeper. Imagine you're the person who is responsible at Gerber for going through different websites with resale and finding people who are copyright infringing? Do you think they have a multiple tens of thousands person list of people who are and aren't approved, and they're checking to see whether or not you have approval to do? No, they're not. They're going to scroll through Etsy. They're going to go on the tool that helps them report, which is literally just a list now. When you type in, they can type in the term onesie with or without the trademark, and it will show them every listing on Etsy, and they can just click, 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 and mass file reports.
Yeah, with with print on demand, where you're working with a print on demand supplier, typically all of the companies that you're going to be working with know that you're going to be using the name of their clothing because they have license for their clothing to be used in that way. I don't think that Gerber does, though. I think that they're one that has not done that type of licensing because they take brands down.
And if you have information otherwise, I'd love to
Yeah.
know that, because I'd love to not tell people that if they've changed their policies.
Absolutely.
Anyway, on to the next. If you guys want to go ahead and resubmit your shops, everything below Just Jeans here. Comment
Why don't you
comment
comment?
here.
Why don't you leave a comment?
Here. I've commented the word here. Everything after that is what I will be looking at, just to make sure that people are here. If you are in the Canada or in the UK, please put in the UK or in Canada, something like that, after your shop.
Yeah, and just look for the GB emojis and CA emojis because those are flags. We just can't see the emoji like the flag.
Fine.
We are up to $279. Wouldn't it be nice if we could get that to $300 for our friends who are in Florida?
That would be cool.
That would be so cool.
If we can get it up to $1,000, I'll start an OnlyFans.
What? I think you bring that up so
It's
often.
just going to be pictures of my feet.
Okay. I mean, you donate all your feet pics money for charity? Sure.
Yeah, sure.
You do it. All right. Looks like we've got quite a few. Do you want to go ahead and?
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and do
Yeah,
that.
you know, I think that if we made $280, it might convince Mark to pick a little faster. I think that if we hit $280 for the American Red Cross.
And just so you're aware, this money does not go to us in any way, shape, or form.
No.
It's donated directly by this.
We don't
So-
get any of it. It's going all
There's always
straight to
that
them.
one stinker that's like, oh, they're just pretending. Oh, there you go. I'll go ahead and pick one. Look at
Thank you.
that. All right, scroll. I'll do the top mid first and then the bottom mid
All
after
right.
that. There's our comment, and then I look over here. All right.
That's a funny shop name. If your shop name isn't funny, you're probably really upset right now. Just Google it. All right, let's see. There we go.
I don't know why that didn't work.
I don't know.
Well, okay, I got to take the cat upstairs.
You
Go
wanna-
ahead and screen share.
All right.
Come on.
Very potpourri herbs and scented oils. Awesome. So let's see. You have your tagline is keyword optimized. You're a star seller. I love that your photo fits your branding. Like, look at the colors, including your hair and how I can kind of see a little bit of background here and how it fits in. Now, a couple little nitpicky things. Your banner is a wee bit blurry. It's not at the perfect resolution.
It's a wee bit blurry.
Just a little bit blurry. Nothing that's going to keep me from wanting to shop with you. It's just if you want that nice, super nitpicky critique, I would up the resolution on that banner. But it is very pretty, and that's why I'm
It is very pretty.
being so
That
nitpicky.
reminds me of a video game that just came out, that Alchemist Simulator.
Alchemist Simulator.
Looks like their logo.
Ooh, that's so cute. Very pretty photos.
So close to feet pick time. No, you got to get $1,000 to get feet pick time.
Let's see. Very nice photos. Like I said, a lot of the times, I'm looking at photos in context to the target audience. I'm assuming that you probably have these photos fit perfectly for your niche.
Strange horticulture? ? Those are words.
What
What about it?
What about it? Let's take a scroll down. Oh, yep. Once again, get that shop completed.
Get it in there.
Get it in there.
Get it in there. The thing is, here's the shop. So anytime you're given something that you can do with your shop, do it.
It's an opportunity.
Don't leave anything out, because it might be the one thing. Oh man, I want to go see their shop updates and see what they've been up to and see if they're active. And if you're not, then maybe they don't want to buy from you. So fill it out. Fill it out. Fill it out.
The apothecary game you mentioned is what she...
Oh, I have no idea.
All right, let's see. I'm going to pick on this one because it looks like little baby pumpkins.
Fit to find out, though.
All right, let's see.
I love that picture, though. That is a very, very well taken picture.
Looks like you're doing some decent keyword optimization. There's a couple terms in here that I don't think are...
Can't find the comment I was responding to now. No, I just double checked. Gerber has 2 different onesies on Printify.
All right, feel free to... I'll do some additional research
Thank
on
you
there.
for that.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'll do some additional research. I know that I just saw an Etsy seller in one of the Etsy groups get a copyright strike for using onesie in their title. So, unless that's changed recently. Are you Googling it?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were Googling it. All right, let's see. Okay. Pumpkin-scented mini pumpkins. All right. Doesn't look too shabby. Lots of good photos. Down on your SEO. Mulberry Potpourri. Country Mix. Is anybody searching for this combo of words? Handmade cottagecore leaf potpourri. Ooh, cottagecore leaf potpourri. Okay. Okay.
A lot of people saying it's buffering, and they're assuming it's because Chrome has been doo-doo lately. Chrome has been doo-doo lately. I don't use Chrome anymore.
Overall, really a lot to have in one when you only have incense in another. I would divide that out into potpourris, potpourri scented sprays, and then maybe do some scent profiles. That way somebody doesn't need to scroll all the way through.
Yeah, we're having some occasional disconnects. It's YouTube.
Is it?
YouTube is having buffering issues right now.
Okay. Well, just keep refreshing and we'll keep chugging along. But overall, very, very nice. My main nitpicky things are going to be crisping up your banner and making sure that you get that about section filled out.
On a 1080p monitor, to be honest with you, I don't think I have anything on here now. On an average monitor, this will be fine. It's not that blurry. This is 4K, and most people aren't using it, but yeah.
It's definitely not at max resolution.
A minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. So it is just disconnecting like constantly. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. YouTube's being a stink butt.
Well, we'll keep chugging along.
We will do what we do. Turn your Wi-Fi off just in case it is on our end. We don't want to be stealing any data from I don't even have it on, so.
Okay.
Who ain't that poopy?
My PC over there is on.
That ain't gonna make any difference.
Okay. All right, let's grab another one.
Let's do it. Let's go up here, start kind of towards the bottom, and we'll do a little zoomy. Where's this one right here?
All right. Can you get the question underneath that
If you add a processing fee, but they end up qualifying for free shipping, or are they not charged processing? I have no idea.
I don't think so, because processing is shipping. It's all processing, shipping, handling. It's all kind of morphed into one, unless you loop it into your item price. It's gonna take that off as well, because there's no separate place to put processing fees when you like actually price your shipping. It's just shipping. So you would have to incorporate it into your actual product.
I don't know why Etsy is doing what it's doing. I'm just going to have to Google them all. Okay.
All right.
Screenshare.
Kitty.
The onesie trademark or confusing any similar variation thereof, onesie or onesies, may not be used as a generic descriptor or a noun. It should only be used as an adjective when referring to the onesie brand by Gerber.
Okay. Still be careful, because Etsy shops have been shut down for this, and I assume that it's because the bot doesn't get context.
Yeah, so basically they're saying you cannot use it to describe your product. You can use it to describe the onesie brand by Gerber. So if
Yeah.
if you wanted to say that it was a Gerber onesie, that would technically be okay because it's a gray line, but you cannot say that it is a onesie.
Got it. Okay.
Which means that product titles are a no.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So be careful. That's what I thought. I knew that there was something fishy with it. All right. Wooden kitchen and cubicle decor. So we've got some keywords in here. Super cute banner. I love that you have your kitty incorporated in. Let's see. You've got your mailing list and
Thank
your
you.
automatic discount code. That's awesome. The sign of an alpha. Let's see.
Can I have this real quick before you do that?
Yes.
I'm gonna pull this up so we can kind of
Keep an eye on the stream and make sure that it's
not continuously doing it, because if so, I might restart the stream.
okay. Love your photos. For some of these, can you take a step back? Or it looks like these are mock-ups. Maybe make sure that your product is right in the center.
Not cropped out.
Yeah, more like how this one is. Don't let any piece be cropped out, because if I'm looking at your listing next to another listing, not necessarily this one, but you know, maybe it's the shark that I really wanted from this set, and because it's not the full image, I might click on somebody else's listing. So once again, being nitpicky for the sake of being nitpicky, but you want to make sure that you're showing the full product in your photos. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. Custom cat memorial. Overall, though, it's looking good. I will say that you have drastically down on your branding. Getting a little bit more consistent and cohesive with the backgrounds you use would probably be pretty beneficial. Let's take a scroll down. Yes, an about section. One thing I would love to see in your about section is more you. And make sure that you're taking a step back with these photos, because they're not scaled perfectly. Especially like this one, I can't even really tell. I mean, I know that it's a canvas on a teeny tiny easel, but the average person scrolling through might not be able to tell that it's a canvas on a teeny tiny easel. So make sure that you're sizing these good. Aw, kitty. But I would love to see a photo of you in here, because obviously it's not an issue of you not wanting to have your face in your shop because it's real big on your banner. Maybe get one of you and your kitty down here to help form that connection. Got your about section filled out. Awesome. And you've got your FAQs filled out too. You did just a general slideshow, which is perfectly fine. Love that. Love that you've got the sizing next to a quarter. That tells me about how big it's going to be, because looking at this photo, I thought it was going to be a relatively large ornament, but seeing this one, now I know that it isn't giant. Super cute. This would make a great thumbnail photo, I think, because then you would be able to see the variations, and you would know that the one that you're getting is customizable, because I would assume that you're not just selling a set called Chris and Carrie. So the fact that you have personalized here would tell me that, you know, that they are customized.
Ignore me, I'm doing tech support. Different
ornament hooks. You've got your QR code. Awesome. Very cute. Lots and lots of different photos. You've got all your photo slots filled out. All right. So, obvious critiques. Oh, I guess I didn't look at your SEO. I should probably do that. Personalized wood fox ornament set of 2. Stained wooden fox lover's gift. Unique custom foxy woodland Christmas tree ornaments. Perfect. Couple repetitious words, you know, fox. But that's fine if you're trying to exact match for wood fox ornament and fox lover's gift. That's fine. What you don't need to do is put like personalized fox, wood fox ornament, stained wood fox, unique fox, custom fox. You don't have to repeat the word fox with every keyword. But because I'm assuming you want to exact match for these 2 terms, 2 of the same words isn't a big deal. But overall, really, really nice. I would like to see some more photos of yourself down in your about section. And I would like to see some, more like broad perspective scaling on your photos. That way we can see your full product in your images, and possibly maybe make it like your new year, new me goal for 2023, getting a little bit more cohesive with your background.
Our stream keeps doing that.
Oh,
Every time you see that screen go black for a second and then come back, it's disconnecting from YouTube and reconnecting. These are all disconnections.
wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
How bad is it on your guys' end?
Is it constantly buffering, or is it just an every once in a while thing for most of you guys?
Yeah.
Because it's only for like a second. It's literally like a second long.
What size should the about photos be? To be perfectly honest, you that it's as easy as looking up the size that Etsy tells us. They still don't display correctly on mobile when you do that. So my suggestion is to try to take your photos for your about section as far back from the subject as you can without, not being able to figure out what you're taking a picture of. That way you limit the risk of it being cut off. But it's very hard to get it perfect for both.
I've watched at least 20 commercials. That's weird.
It's ads.
It's not pushing like an ad every couple of minutes, is it? Because it's not supposed to do that. We have it set up to not do that. Pretty constant now. Buffering every 2 to 3 minutes for about 5 seconds. Not bad enough for me to leave. Freezes fairly often. It's not always like this, is it? Because if that's the case, then no ads. Okay.
Jennifer, I don't know what's going on with your account.
Yeah, that's weird.
All right.
Okay.
We'll keep going.
We'll keep going. And I'm going to...
Sorry about that, guys. I'm so thankful that Mr. Moore knows how to do whatever he's doing right now. And
it's not fixing anything, but I'm going to narrow down what the problem is.
the fact that he can do that he can look and see that our stream isn't working right, and then he's typing into a weird little black box on the screen that looks like matrix numbers.
If you refresh, you get another ad. Yeah, refreshing isn't gonna make much of a difference. It should only buffer for a second at a time. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm gonna post here just to make sure. Go ahead and post your shops again. Thank you for donating. We're up to $320 so far.
We appreciate it, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us through this. I'm sorry that this is happening. YouTube, I think that it's Fridays, and I think it's because so many people stream on Friday. It seems...
Yeah, just kind of what happens. I have a ping going out right now so I can see what happens when it disconnects. It's been a couple of minutes now, but it's like once every 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
And it's literally only for a second, so if it's buffering, that's just YouTube trying to catch up.
Strange.
If this continues to happen, if it's a general network error like it used to be, I have 2 Ethernet ports. I'll switch over to the other Ethernet port.
Okay.
I think my port's having issues, which really sucks because it's like a $1,200 motherboard.
Oh,
okay,
goodness.
Getting their shops in. I'll go ahead and do with what I have here. My stomach is growling. Dude.
Mine is too. We had breakfast too. It's weird.
All right, where's my comment here?
All right.
Try streaming through Zoom. Absolutely not. No frickin' way. Zoom is trash.
Yeah.
I won't touch it.
Zoom is not a good option for streaming in 4K.
We use Streamlabs, and that's what like 7-figure streamers use. So I'm fine with using this.
Yeah, Zoom is gonna compress our videos and make them look really, really bad. It's not an issue with how we're streaming.
No, it's not. It's either something in my Ethernet port, because I was getting general network errors a couple of weeks ago, or it's something with our internet. And if it's something with our internet, then I'm just going to have to go ahead and update our modem like I was going to do. I don't want to, but it is what it is. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pick another shop and continue on. We'll do 2 more shops and then answer some questions.
Sure. Hey, Imperfect Workshop. Is that what your name is? The one with the Ukrainian flag?
I don't know.
Imperfect Workshop. I'm just calling you out in particular because I saw that you followed me on everything like 2 days ago or something like that, and I just want to say hi. I just want to say hi because you followed me on everything, and I immediately noticed when I got like notifications on all my platforms, and they were all from you. So hello. All right. Let's see if we can get it to work.
Hey,
you got
it worked. It works when it's Canada.
All right.
And of course, I'm going to start testing and it's going to stop doing it.
Cool. good. That's a good problem to have.
Sure.
All right, ready? Thank you.
All right. Screen share.
Hello. All right.
Let's see if it only happened, because it hasn't happened since the last time we screen shared. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Hasn't happened since the last time we screen shared. So
Oh.
we may be on to something here. We'll find out.
Let us know, guys.
Continue.
All right, let's see. Looks like you're in an about section, so I can't see how long you've been open. Okay. First thing that I notice is there isn't a whole lot of cohesion between your branding elements. I would love to see some cohesion with the color that you have on your logo, your shop logo, and the background on your cover photo. Same with your fonts. I see that you have a very specific font in your logo. I would like to see you use that either in your Spooky Season Has Arrived. I know that it's not the spookiest font, but it builds brand recognition and it helps to set you apart. What I'm noticing with your shop right away is I'm not seeing anything that makes me differentiate you from any other shop that sells shirts, sweatshirts, and mugs.
I'm going to take us off the screen to see if that makes it stop
Okay.
happening, because it did start the moment I started screen sharing.
So I would like to see some color cohesion no matter what season you're optimizing your banner for, making sure that this color, if this is one of your branding colors, that should be the background color.
Yeah, cohesiveness.
If this is your branding font, use it either down here or up here or both. So you start building little elements of cohesion that help your brand to stand out in the mind of someone else. Not to mention, your tagline is great. It's keyword optimized because you do sell t-shirts, sweatshirts, and mugs. But what makes you different than anybody else who sells t-shirts, sweatshirts, and mugs? What type of t-shirts, sweatshirts, and mugs are you selling? Who are they for? Who is your target audience? So I would dare say t-shirts, sweatshirts, and mugs for quirky women, or because they're all kind of funny. They're all, you've got like little puns and cute shirts. I would say like for quirky women or for women with a sense of humor, just something to define what your brand is about and making sure that everything is tying together, because I see a lot of great things, but there's no glue in between any of these things that tell me who you're for. And if I go to a shop and I don't know who it's for and I don't know if it's for me, then I automatically don't develop any feelings toward that shop. So it's good to develop what your brand is about and who you're catering to, because then it's more likely that you will actually call to the right type of people. Very nice mock-ups, super duper cute. Once again, spooky, very trendy mock-ups.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. Let's see.
I put out for Santa.
I love that.
I love that.
Oh. Santa's cookies tester. I tell dad jokes periodically.
She tells dad jokes constantly.
I do. Spooky mama. It does seem like you've got a definite like mom brand. I would see, maybe using mom in your keywords. Once again, because I don't feel any connection to your brand though, because there's not a lot of defining who your products are for. One indicator I might, look for is, can I relate to you as a person before I make a purchase?
Yeah.
Am I able to connect to you? And then I come down to the about section and there's nothing here. I don't know who you are. I don't know how I connect to you, and I don't feel anything.
Yeah, that was the most recent comment. The pictures look good for mock-ups, but it's feeling disconnected from the shop itself.
Yeah, great photos. But look at how they do their shops. One of my favorite examples, you can find her on the homepage of handmadealphaacademy.com down towards the bottom. Kate McMullen from Snowy Palms. She has a fantastic shop. She doesn't do print on demand. She prints her shirts herself. But you can look at her branding and her image and really figure out who her shop is for. And in terms of successful sellers, God, I don't even know how many sales she has. Last I checked, like last year, she was at over 10,000. So it's a lot. I'm sure it's like dramatically more now. But that can help to show you what I mean by building up that, brand image. Because your products are really nice. And normally when I see a shop that has, especially with mock-ups this nice, that, kind of develop a feeling, there's usually more sales to back that up. So I assume that a lot of it is just people getting to your shop and not really being able to define what type of brand you are and who you're for. It's an overall disconnect. I know that that sounds crazy that people care that much, but we do it all the time. We look for cues from brands to see if they are a brand that we want to shop from. So let me go ahead, and I forgot that we weren't screen sharing, and I thought that you just showed your belly to the camera.
It's just a belly.
Just a belly. Let's see. Spooky Nurse Halloween Tee. Cute Halloween t-shirt for nurses. Gift for your favorite nurse. Retro Halloween t-shirt for nurses. Retro tee. Okay. Not too bad.
Is it okay to say I'm a single mom in there?
Yeah. Absolutely. In your about section, I would say that that's a really great way to connect with people. Like, single mom who loves creating, blah, blah, blah. What you want to do with your about section is write it about you, but in a way that is for the audience reading. You're not just talking about, I grew up on a farm and I played baseball when I was a kid and I fell off a horse. And, you don't want to just put your life story. It is, I am a single mom who loves creating products for other moms because I know how hard it can be as a mom to think about what you're going to wear every day. So I make clothing that you don't have to think about. You can just throw it on and it matches everything. That would be an example of how to write it about you, but in a way that is catered for your audience. I like these mock-ups, though. They're very, very nice.
Spooky.
Thank you for shopping with us. We appreciate you. That's very cute. Do you have like an Instagram account or social media where they could follow you? This would be a great place to put like your Instagram handle or even a QR code that they could scan with their phone. Overall, very, very nice though. Yeah, just get your brand defined a little
I'm
bit.
experimenting because you never know with NVIDIA drivers. The issue might be the fact that I've got a second monitor turned on. So we're going to turn that off.
Let's see. Might as well
Sign out. Then we'll just screen share here and not be able to see comments while we're doing it.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. All right, back up to the shops.
Up to $345 for the American Red Cross. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. For those who are watching the replay, the donation box will stay up. I put it like as indefinite. That way, if you watch the replay, you can still donate. So let's see how high we can get the donations by next week.
Where to send the shop link to be reviewed. As of right now, it will be too late because this will be the last shop that we are looking at, and then we will be answering questions.
But we do
Especially after
these.
coffee.
We do these about once a month, sometimes once every other month. We'll probably do quite a few of them around the holidays. Maybe that can be our Christmas gift to you. So if you miss out this time, no biggie. We will continue doing these.
Not. This shop, I don't think we're going to get to do.
Oh, we won't tell you who it is. That way you're not upset. Did you find it? Did you get it?
Yes.
You did it!
I don't know why. Whatever. 1 sec before we actually show the shop. Let me zip this down. I'm going to get the chat pulled up over here so we can still see it.
Awesome. The suspense is killing you guys. You know what would make it easier to wait and maybe speed Mark up a little bit is if we could get like our donations for the American Red Cross up to $350. What do you guys think?
And I think we can get it to 500 if we really tried.
Oh, really? Do you think so?
Yeah.
All right. And while you guys are waiting, we are done with shops. So thank you, Amber.
Look at that.
We are done with shops after the one that we're going to show. We do have one picked out.
We are going to show it right now.
That's not.
That's Streamlabs in comments.
Now you get to see all the tech behind.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay.
Steven. All right. So guys, while we're critiquing this shop, if you have questions for us about anything that we've talked about today, if you have questions about Etsy SEO, if you have questions about branding, if you have questions about marketing, if you have questions about Instagram marketing, if you have questions about anything, feel free to get those into the chat because we will be answering your questions for a little while after our final critique is done.
Yes.
So go ahead and get those queued in.
It's already up on the screen.
All right. So we have Steven. Couple things, Steven. I love the purpose of your brand. You've got, let's see, celebrating autism and neurodiversity awareness and support. That's perfect. You could probably get something about, gifts or products that kind of, ties into that way. If somebody is searching for like, neurodiversity gifts, then you'll have some, better keywords in there. Couple other things. Try to make sure that when you're using models, you don't cut their legs off. So we'll call this guy Jim. Make sure that you pull little Jimmy down here a little bit so that it doesn't look like he's just floating. You just make sure that he is right at the perimeter. Yeah. Your banner is a little blurry, especially Jim here. Jim's really blurry. So I would recommend making sure that if you're using mock-ups that you are just using Canva and making sure that you're using the max banner size for Etsy. You can use their banner templates and they look pretty nice.
I was worried. They said I was worried about Jim. Yeah,
poor Jim. Don't let Jim, walk around. Well, I guess he can't walk around. Float around in the sky like this.
Thank you for your donation.
All right, let's take a scroll. Let's see.
I don't want to jinx it, but it doesn't look like we've had a skip in a while.
Oh,
so.
Great. All right, so let's take a little scroll. Couple little things. I know that you're using mock-ups, which is fine, but make sure that when you're using mock-ups, if your photos turn out like this, I don't know what this is. I have no idea what the product itself is. Take those mock-ups into Canva or another, photo editing site and try to scale them down. Because yes, print-on-demand sites, they give us mock-ups for products. They supply us with these photos and they look fine. But when you go that extra mile and you actually style these photos yourself, you have something unique. Because right now you have photos that are identical to every other person who used the same mock-ups. There's nothing here that is really styled. So I think that if you were to take some of these photos and drop them into Canva, you can remove the backgrounds on some of those. If your print-on-demand supplier doesn't give you versions without the backgrounds, then, you can kind of customize them. Some of them are fine. Some of the mock-ups are totally fine, but there are a couple of them, like I said, like this one. Just at a glance, I wouldn't know what I was looking for. So this is kind of what sets those premium brands apart from just a person who has a print-on-demand shop. You can still be a premium brand in a print-on-demand shop, but the extra workload doesn't come from making and shipping the products. It comes from positioning your brand. When you are a print-on-demand shop, you are in a highly competitive market. And the way to rise to the top of a highly competitive market is to have the best branding. Because really, at that point, it's your only job. Your own shirts.
Oh, there it goes. It buffered.
Did it?
It's currently buffering.
Should I wait? Or will it catch up to itself?
No, you're good.
Okay.
It zooms to live.
Oh, okay. So maybe get a photo of yourself wearing one of your shirts. This looks like a Printful mock-up. Printful offers a 20% discount on samples. So you could order one of your shirts for yourself. Printify, if you're using them, they unfortunately don't offer discounts on samples, but just pay a couple dollars. And if you're, you can usually write that type of thing off. You can just buy the cheapest product that you offer just so you have something to take your photos in. But get a photo of yourself in here. That way your audience can connect with you. Let's see. Got some FAQs. That's good. Let's go ahead and pop open a listing.
Pop it open.
We'll just pop open one of your t-shirts.
Pop, pop.
All right. Looks like you've got a nice variety of mock-ups in here, not just using the same poses, which is good. All right. Information on your sizing. That's awesome. That's awesome. They can choose their color. All right. Autistic Spectrum, Infinity, Rainbow Sign, Men's Premium Heavyweight, T-shirt, neurodivergent. Okay. Seems to
Can't judge it right off the bat, but it seems to be okay.
Yeah, I don't have the keyword data for every keyword in the world memorized, but it seems right. Let's pop this one open. Autistic infinity symbol, stainless steel, double-walled water bottle. A couple of these, stainless steel is fine. You probably don't need to get rid. You can probably get rid of double-walled and try to get some different keywords in here. I have never in my life searched for a double-walled water bottle. You could probably get a couple extra keywords in here related to your product and your target audience. This photo here would make a great thumbnail. I would get rid of this as your thumbnail. This one is at an angle, so it's kind of laying off to the side. And when you actually scale it to a thumbnail size, this one should fit. So then you wouldn't have to worry about, doing anything additional. But yeah, just working on your branding and your folks have autism themselves, or they're buying their products or your products for someone that they love. So by you connecting and saying, hey, I'm not just selling these products, I'm donating money and I also connect with you because I also have autism. That is going to build a great relationship with your target audience, and they're going to feel really good and confident, and they're going to feel proud to support your brand. So you just have to make it really obvious, otherwise they'll miss those little tidbits. So, all right, time to answer questions, Mr. Moore. You got to scroll way up though, because
No, I don't.
What?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No,
Right
I don't.
Where?
I will start answering questions where people started talking about Jim. I won't answer anything before that.
Jim?
I was worried about Jim. Anything after that, I will be answering. If your question is before that, then put it again.
Oh, okay.
That makes my life easier.
Okay.
Because some
Jim.
of them might not be here.
Oh, okay.
If I sell things that are not exactly giftable, digital items, how can I take advantage of the Christmas rush?
Well, when people shop on Black Friday, they shop for everything, not just for Christmas gifts. Black Friday is the time when people, they do their Christmas shopping, but it's also the time that they say, hey, I need this. So even if you're not selling gifts, I would make sure that anything that you have to list is listed. Any of the improvements that you need to make are made. Making sure that if you want to, even if your products aren't gifts, you can still add a little holiday touch to your banner. Maybe add a couple little snowflakes in the corner in your branding colors. And making sure that you're, doing some marketing on social media. That never hurts as well, even if they're not giftable products. My Instagram challenge link is free, and that's down below. It's a 30-day Instagram challenge, and it comes with everything you need to do. It has checklists, your calendar to follow, what you need to post, and when you need to post it. And if you guys want to start that in time for the holiday rush, you need to get on that now, because it's 30 days. You're technically optimizing for like the Black Friday rush. You're not going to have a lot of time if you wait to do it. So you need to get on that as soon as possible. But yeah.
HAA questions, because I prioritize those, because that's
Sure.
how I stay chunky. Can't wait to join HAA. You offer so much for free. What more do I get with HAA? Can't wait to work with you. You get a lot more.
HAA is the college of Etsy. So we always get that
Not
question.
literally. Please don't try to use grants for me.
But no, it is a step-by-step, click-by-click,
Yes.
everything that you need to do from start to finish in order to build brand, and not just create branding, but build a brand perception and build a funnel and audience of raving followers for your brand. So the things that I produce here on YouTube are general facts. There are some strategy-based things that I teach here on YouTube, but none of the content that is on YouTube is going to be, let me rephrase that. None of the content in HAA is going to be something that you can find on my YouTube channel, because the content that is in HAA is exclusive to HAA. It is mostly psychology based. So a majority of the things that you're going to be able to learn are either provable through math and stats. So that's going to be the SEO side. That's going to be the smarty pants square boxes, cut and dry. It's math. Or it's going to be science-based. So it's going to be your psychology. It's going to be how the human brain works, how the human brain responds to marketing, the type of marketing that is going to appeal to the human brain.
If it sounds super nerdy, it is, but it's not as nerdy to understand. If you're not a nerd, then that's totally fine. You will understand it.
Hey, HAA students, post down in the chat what you think is different about HAA compared to the YouTube channel, because your opinions are probably better than mine are.
It's nerd information provided at like a 3rd grade level, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. I break it all down that way no matter what. Even the hardest concepts, I make them easy.
You always word it like they're going to be like looking at an astrophysics textbook when they open it up.
Oh,
It's
no.
not like that. She never divulges the fact that it's presented at like a 3rd grade level.
I was a preschool teacher for 3 years, so the way that I teach HAA is the same way that I taught preschool, but I'm teaching you hard concepts like SEO and neuromarketing, but we do it with fun cartoons and things, because no matter what, no matter how old you are, the human brain learns the same way, and we like to make neural connections. I also make sure that I'm presenting it both in auditory, visual, and what am I?
I don't know, but we only have
Readable.
15 minutes to answer questions, so let's scoot.
All the different formats.
We do it all. We try to make it as neurodivergent friendly as possible.
Yes.
That is basically it. Trying to decide whether to go with digital, download, or art prints, or to print them myself. Is there anything I should consider aside from the obvious don't have to ship with digital product?
Digital products, I mean, in my experience, and you guys, I'm sure that there are some of you who have had a lot of success with digital. In my experience, though, looking at shops, in most cases, the shops that actually can offer a printed item tend to do better faster, simply because I think that there's a lot of intimidation that comes with a digital product. People don't know like how to print it themselves. They don't know where to print it themselves. They don't know how to make sure that it is, how they get it printed out. There's pros and cons to both sides. I'm probably not the best person to ask just because I've never done it. But usually, if you want to do a physical product, it doesn't matter if you're printing it yourself or if you're using a print-on-demand service. The customer in that case, they don't know. They're not business owners. They don't know. They're just expecting a product in the mail. Your profit margin will be short or smaller, though, with print-on-demand. So it's totally up to you, though.
I'm posting on Instagram for the holiday boot camp. I'm very surprised that Insta came through. It's my first time doing so for my business. I got one person request to follow me so far, but my question is, should I follow them back?
Totally up to you.
Totally 100% up to you.
There's no etiquette when it comes to, you're a business page. So there's no etiquette. People don't follow you because they expect you to follow them back. What's really not cool is to go follow them and then unfollow them just to get them to follow you. So it's up to you. If you're interested in seeing what they post, sure. Sometimes it's cool to learn more about your target audience. But doesn't matter.
Suppose everyone is using the exact keywords for jewelry. How can you find unique words that maximize your ability to be seen on Etsy?
Long tail keyword. Jewelry is not a long tail keyword. Your jewelry terms need to be directly related to yours. And
silver amethyst jewelry.
There are no keywords that are going to just not have any competition. It's not possible. But because of the layer of personalization that Etsy places on shoppers, it is more likely that even if your listing isn't a highly competitive niche, your listing is more likely to be seen by the correct type of person based on that layer of personalization. I have 2 great videos on my channel that you should definitely check out. I've got a 12-minute Etsy SEO tutorial. If you go to my channel, go to playlists, there's one called Evergreen Etsy SEO Tips, and there's one called, I think, Etsy SEO 2022. You're going to find both videos that you need to watch in those. I would just do the 2022 one because you'll be able to find them faster. So find the one on doing keywords or doing Etsy SEO in 12 minutes. And then there's another one called how to make more sales with long tail keywords or something like that. But that will help you tremendously. Just watch that whole playlist. The videos are super short. You can skip the Friday Bean episodes. Just watch the short videos in that playlist.
Don't want to jinx it, but we haven't had a disconnection since we stopped screen sharing, so it's got to be something in the screen share capability that's doing it.
Lots of HAA people. Look at you guys.
KFC only follows 13 people. Yep, it's all people named Herb, and then the Spice Girls.
Yep. 11 herbs and spices.
Yep. Customer contacted me today asking if I can contact him or her by email because the app is not working well. I'm not sure if it is the right way. She needs to use the app to pay. What is the best way to reply? They have asked you to contact them via email. I would not
Should
do
be
it.
fine.
I would not do a transaction off of Etsy. I would still make them check out on Etsy, but if they want to coordinate with you on email, they have officially given you permission, so they can't report you or get you in trouble.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Is rebranding or launching your brand a good idea? Sure.
Yeah, totally. You can totally do that, especially if you don't have like a huge audience behind you. Nobody's like, oh my God, she's rebranded. We can't follow her anymore. How many times has Pepsi changed their logo in the last
Too many times.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. If you're going to do it, just rip the Band-Aid off fast, get it done. Do it like a big celebration. Tell all your audience on social media if you have one, oh, we've decided to rebrand. But yeah, totally fine.
QR code. If most of us use our phones to browse Etsy, how do we scan QR with our phone? For example, if in a shop with a picture that has a QR, how do I scan it? I have no freaking idea. I don't think you can. There might be a QR scanner app that allows you to take pictures of a QR code and then scan them later. You might be able to take a screenshot and scan it that way, but I have no idea. I've never had to do that before, so.
I would recommend if you're using a QR code, put a URL underneath, and you can shorten your URL using bit.ly, bit.ly. Just type that into your search bar, and you can also add a bit.ly URL. That way, if they are on their phone, they can just type it in.
Somebody said, what's your guidelines on shops with 420 or curse words to be critiqued? I don't particularly care. Curse words are a little more sensitive, and the 420 stuff looks like it's on the track to be legalized. So in the future, it won't be an issue. As of right now, we keep that kind of stuff to Alphas After Dark, just to be careful.
Which we haven't done yet.
We will be doing soon, hopefully by the end of next week. And Hypeman Designs, I know you're here. You still haven't sent me your Discord. I'm hoping by the end of next week, I'll be starting to send out links to people for testing.
Yes, because we'll have the Discord's for everybody, but there will be a section just for, 18 plus, 420, and naughty words.
You can just, I know she messaged you, right? Just send your Discord link over to her on Facebook, and I'll add you that way.
I think it was Instagram that she messaged me.
Yeah, wherever you did it. Just send it on Instagram, and we'll add you that way if you're not able to get the email to work. Y'all said having a high-resolution banner is best. I've used the best resolution, but it still comes out blurry. I hear Etsy compresses banners if uploading. If they're too dramatically oversized, they will compress them because that's how they get them in there. But
no, it sounds to me like you're using Canva. And if you don't have a pro membership of Canva, you will not be able to scroll. You know how you can drag that little bar over to make it bigger? It will be blurry if you don't have a pro membership. It will not pull it all the way to the size that you need for it to not be blurry. For those of you who haven't done it and claimed it already, you can sign up for Canva Pro for a free 30-day trial. I guess when you try to do it right on Canva, it says it's only 14 days, but if you Google Canva Pro 30-day trial, you can find a link for it because it does exist. Sign up for a 30-day trial, download your banner at the proper size, so just, pull that sizing thing over all the way so that it's as big as possible. Download it, and then cancel your 30 days before you get billed. You can totally do that. You won't lose rights to using the banner if you've tested Canva. And consider signing up for Canva Pro anyway, because it is expensive, but it is one of the greatest things that you can do for designing your product photos. I love it. Technically I am a Canva affiliate. I just never put my link anywhere. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
And Ecotor Handmaids. Discord initially is only going to be for not safe for work shops, just because I need to test to make sure that the bots with the emoji authentication work correctly. And then once that is there, it will be public. However, we will not be giving Discord support because I don't want to.
We'll probably have some alphas who want to volunteer to help with the Discord.
We'll have tiers and admins and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, What do you recommend from switching from fall to winter header photos and branded stuff?
I would say week of Halloween, because people aren't shopping for Halloween after Halloween, or there's a point where when they order Halloween products, or where they're going to stop ordering Halloween products because they're not going to arrive in time. I might even dare say 2 weeks before Halloween, because at that point they're not buying Halloween products anymore. They're not going to ship in time. So a week or two before Halloween, you could probably safely switch to winter, because at that point, it's mostly going to be holiday shopper traffic that you'll be seeing.
I would love to know about free shipping. It's shipping things for free. Is it where to offer and bake the price in, or have a lower price and add shipping?
We've noticed it both ways. Mm-hmm. It completely depends on your target audience. Experiment with both. Etsy technically tells us that it's better to loop the shipping price into your product price. But I can see industries where this might not work, where somebody looks at that full price, even though the shipping is included, and they say, oh, no, that's too expensive. So I think it completely depends on your product. Experiment.
Micah said, if I want to buy HA straight purchase, but I have to split the payment in 2 to 3 cards, is that going to be an issue, or will be fine? When it comes time for HA to be open, you just have to message me. Just please don't do it on multiple credit cards. If that's what you're doing, I'd prefer you just wait to pay. But if you're just doing it for different accounts, you just let me know closer to time, and we'll do it invoice style.
Yeah, he would have to invoice you because our system isn't set up like that. But we can.
It actually might be the next time around, because our new payment, we're switching to a new payment system. Our new payment system, I do think, allows for split payments. So we'll see. Come HAA time, I'll have you hit me up. I'm going to go until 1:40 today because we didn't get through a lot of a question.
That's fine.
I sent a 10% off coupon code in my packages as a thank you. Should I advertise 10% off in my shop for email sign up, or do they need to be different amounts, or should I not send the thank you one?
There's no rule of thumb for either of these. I think you could do either. Nobody's going to be upset that you're offering the same discount code. I will say that unless your products are over $100, typically people don't look at a 10% discount as much. I think that 15% is the standard that they say to set discounts at if your products are under $100, just because people pay more attention to it. Just in case you don't see success, or you don't see many people claim the 10%. And obviously price accordingly. Make sure that you're pricing your products to accommodate that discount. Don't go in the red. But just something to think about.
Is it okay for a new shop to currently work in minus using Etsy ads to get more favorites, reviews, first sales, and be seen higher in search? I don't quite understand the question. Language barrier.
Using Etsy. So currently working. Okay. Are you
in the negative, maybe?
Okay, you're not making money, but you're doing it to get more favorites, reviews, first sales, and be seen higher in search, but you are... That's not a good strategy. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't do Etsy ads if I'm not profiting. You got to get a return on your investment. Otherwise, you're just putting yourself in the red. Nothing that you do with your business should be putting you in the red.
When you're just starting out, that could be different, like buying supplies, but...
Yeah, but in terms of an ad strategy... Typically, we talk about promoting your best sellers, because those are the things that are going to bring in the most money and actually get you a return on your investment. You can do it if you want to. I wouldn't, though, if I were you.
So it looks like I'm going to miss Black Friday now because of the hurricane.
Aww.
That sucks. Sorry about that. I've been displaced, so obviously shelter and survival are my priorities. How can I come back from that later? Put your shop on vacation mode. If you don't want to put your shop on vacation mode, you can remove your listings and put a statement about the hurricane or whatnot.
I mean, that's vacation mode.
But I would just put your shop on vacation mode.
Yeah.
Make announcements in your social media. Send out announcements in your email list if you have them. If you have open orders that you haven't been able to ship, I would try to contact those customers or cancel their orders. That sucks to have to do that, but it is what it is.
I mean, some customers are going to be understanding, and if you say, like, I am literally not even able to get back to my home, hopefully all your supplies and your products are okay. But if you're not doing digital or print on demand and you're shipping products, I would just go on vacation mode. It's not the end of the world. You'll be able to bounce back once you get, back home, but I would definitely advise you to not make your Etsy shop something that you're stressing about right now, because you've got enough to stress about with, everything that's going on.
If we do the whole alpha program with POD, what would be a good average monthly income goal? We do not promise any kind of monthly income from your shop, and anyone that does is a scam. I'm just
Yeah.
going to tell you that right off the bat. We don't even guarantee that you're going to get any kind of success, because that's not really up to any kind of material that anyone could give you, including us. That's entirely up to your work initiative, your product, where you live, how you sell, how you handle your customers. It's entirely still up to you. We're just giving you the Legos to build the castle, right?
Exactly. It's like you going to college to become a doctor does not guarantee that you will be a doctor. It's up to you to make sure that you become a doctor. So
Exactly.
when it comes to what is the potential for monthly income
It's
for print on
infinite, really.
demand, infinite.
Literally infinite. I'm sure there are people here that make six figures on
Print
their
on-
print on demand stuff. It's totally possible.
HAA has bunnies. What else do you need? Ah, yes, the rabbits
yes.
lesson that I almost didn't include, that everybody loves.
Would you recommend running constant sales in your Etsy shop to increase sales? No, absolutely not, because then you're getting rid of the point of a sale.
Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't. It doesn't boost you at all. I wouldn't.
I've been following the bootcamp post schedule, and I get one new Instagram follower every time I post.
That's awesome.
There you go.
That's great.
And that starts to scale over time.
Yeah. Just keep building momentum, and keep looking at your stats as well, your little insights from your Instagram profile.
How does shipping work with Printful? I'm bringing it to my Etsy shop, and the profit margin, etc., confuses me. I'm not surprised that their stuff is kind of confusing.
With Printful, how does shipping work? Printful ships your products for you. They have their own warehouses. They ship the product. It's all coming from Printful. The difference between Printful and Printify is that Printify, they don't print anything. They have a lot of associated brands that, ship on behalf of Printify. What's the actual question? What's the difference with how does shipping work?
Yeah, how does shipping work?
You just got to make sure that your shop is connected, and that you have to make sure that each of your listings is properly connected to Printful. And there's like a whole big crazy process that they'll walk you through. You just have to kind of follow it step by step.
Sending that so I can message their support later. It's only when we screen shared. We haven't had a disconnection since we stopped.
Okay.
I'm struggling with branding. What's the first step I should work on?
Deciding who your product and who your brand is for. After you know who your brand is for, and don't say everybody, because if you try to appeal to everybody, it'll appeal to nobody.
Exactly.
Define who your brand is for. And then everything that you do will be for that type of person. If you know that your brand is for, gothic women who love cats, how easy is it to brand a shop for gothic women who love cats? You throw in some black, maybe like a little black cat silhouette with, maybe it's got a little pentagram on its collar, and you've got a moon, and that's your logo. Once you know who your products are for, it's easier to define things like your branding colors, your branding fonts, your logo and the imagery that you decide to use, the backgrounds that you use for your photos, what your social media marketing looks like, and so on. So start with who your target customer is.
I sell scarves, and all the photos of my scarves are different styles of mannequin?
Mannequin.
On a mannequin. Gotcha. I'm stupid. Am I making a mistake by not using a human model?
Are you-
No, not necessarily.
Are you happy with your sales? If you're not happy with your sales, you could experiment with the human model. It's all about testing. I can't tell you what's going to do better, but, don't be afraid to change out some thumbnails just to see, because you never know.
In HAA, Starla teaches the why behind the best practices. Understanding whys helps me because of the way I think. It helped me with my anxiety to a point of where I've gotten emotional. I actually hear that a lot, because it kind of puts what running a business is into perspective. And I think that's probably one of the nicest comments that we get very frequently, is that it really helped stop their anxiety or their imposter syndrome. It really helped with that. And it does.
Yeah, because a lot of courses will just be like, do this because I said so. And in HAA, it's do this because here is the psychological effect that you are actually triggering.
Anytime you start a new job, you have anxiety, right? Until you get to a point that you know how to do the job and you know the people you're doing the job with. So taking something that shows you all of the aspects of what you're about to do gives you a little less anxiety. And every time you work through one of the steps, it's like another chip off the shoulder. Like it's easier to get through.
And HAA, you have lifetime access to it once you're in. So you can come back and rewatch the same thing over and over and over again until you get it. Most students who have HAA, they go back and rewatch it frequently.
I just started my Canva Pro trial an hour ago. What's the best quality to download these engagement images? For most things, turning the quality up.
For the engagement posts, do you mean the ones for your feed or for Instagram stories? They're already sized correctly if you're using my templates. Use the templates for Instagram posts for square images, which are great for Facebook too. And those are 1,020 something. And then for Instagram stories, there's also a template for those. But if you're downloading from my templates from the bootcamp, they're already sized correctly. You don't have to do anything else.
Thing I love about the course is that you don't have a time limit on it. Yeah, no, it's not like the bootcamp where we'll be cutting it off on January 1st. You get HAA for as long as we're capable of giving it to you, which is forever as far as we're concerned. And you'll get all of any of you that did take the boot camp. We're going to do this every year, and they'll always cut off on January 1st. No more access. If you have HAA, no matter when you bought HAA, you will get any and all boot camps for free. The only thing you will not get for free is if we do other full-sized, like 16 to 20 hour long courses.
And then
Anyway.
Somebody had asked, when is HAA starting? December 1st through December 10th is when you can enroll. So it's only a 10-day window because Mark and I need our sanity.
Yes.
And there's a lot of you. But you get in for lifetime. That's not like when it takes place. It's a self-paced program. So you can, most people who buy it December 1st, they wait until January 1st to take the course because of the holidays and stuff.
It's December 1st through technically December 11th, but December 10th. And you get 30 days to refund, no questions asked, no stupid homework to submit, no need to prove that you tried. Just all you got to do is message me and say, refund me, you idiot, and I'll do it.
Don't say that. Be nice to Mark. He's
But don't be mean to me. It's my kink.
Yeah.
When should I add my Christmas deadline cut off to my banner? I've got the deadlines, but I guess I ought to add it to my banner.
Now.
I'm very serious. Yeah.
Now.
Go ahead and add them now.
Absolutely. Add them now.
This is pretty smart. I use a different code just to see where the shopper got the code.
Cool. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's almost like having some some analytical tracking.
Yeah, no homework. How long do you wait for the return when you invest Etsy ads?
I would say, this is a hard question because it's kind of subjective based on your goals. If you're losing money, like losing money, I would turn them right off. A month to 2 months, I guess, for your ROI for Etsy ads would be a good gauge of time.
Etsy ads is still such an anomaly to me.
Keep an eye on them, though. Don't be afraid to turn them off if they start eating into your profits, because the thing that I've noticed about Etsy ads is they're either going to work or they're not going to work, and more oftentimes than not, they're not working. That's why I say play it safe and only advertise your best sellers.
We'll go down here to Magically Eclectic's comment, and that's where we will stop.
Okay.
Can your Canadian store be modified to ship from a USA location? If you are shipping yourself, no. Unless you're actually like driving to a US location that you own a property in to ship, then no, you can't do that.
No, you would have to either be working through a print-on-demand service, or if you have somebody in your shop, like a partner, where it's actually listed as one of the shop members, you can do that as well. Mm-hmm. But you cannot do it to make it, like, say you are in Canada, but you want to appeal to U.S. buyers, so you set your location as U.S., you cannot do that.
No. Kathy said majority of my sales are from Etsy ads. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Some people will put almost nothing into Etsy ads, and all of their sales come from that, and they end up making a bunch of money
That's
off of it.
awesome.
I've also seen people put thousands of dollars into Etsy ads and make literally no sales from them. So it is seemingly completely random and makes no sense whatsoever. It's like the algorithm will just grab onto a shop and be like, this is the chosen one.
The chosen one.
It makes no sense. How does Printful charge for the shipping of multiple items to the same address?
I believe that they charge per item. Unfortunately, I believe. Somebody feel free to correct me, which is sad because we have a Printful store and a Printify. But I believe that they charge it per item, which kind of stinks.
Goth women who love cats. I love it and feel targeted. Oh, drool.
What?
Goth woman that loves cats.
I am not looking my gothy self right now. I'm looking.
It's all about the BTGGs.
I'm looking very pumpkin
I can
spice.
say that, right? BTGG.
Yeah.
I purchased
absolutely.
a banner from an Etsy seller. I can edit on Canva.
Cool.
My banner does seem blurry. How can I increase the resolution? You cannot increase the resolution of a picture beyond what it is without using AI optimized stuff, and those are like $300 tools. So.
Well, wait. So was it not? Hold on. Was it not blurry when you bought it, but it looks blurry now because Canva will scale it correctly without losing resolution? They're really good about that.
Yes, that's literally what I said. It will not increase beyond the resolution that it was when you received it. I already said that.
No, I'm saying if you popped it into Canva, like if they gave it to you as a template, you can resize it and it will.
Yes,
increase.
it will increase the size, but it will not add pixels. That is literally impossible.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that if it is a template, then it will, because everything within that template will size
Right.
up.
However, it will not increase beyond the size of it will come out at the bigger size that you put it at, but it will not add pixels. So if you take a 1080p image that you were provided, template or not, and scale it to 4K, it will come out as 4K, but the rendered resolution will be lower because it is not a 4K image that you are scaling.
But what I'm saying
I am going to throw hands.
is that if you design it in Canva, it doesn't matter how big you make it.
Yes,
if those elements
I am
are
agreeing
in
with
Canva.
you. But if you scale a 1080p image to 4K, it will look like a deep fried turd.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
If it was an image, but I'm assuming that she means that she got.
This woman, I swear
was
to
it?
God.
Did you receive an image file or a Canva template? Because if you received a Canva template, yes. If you received an image file, no. If you received an image file, message that Etsy shop and say this is too small.
Yeah, Topaz, Amber, that Topaz is good. It's sometimes it can be a little iffy. I use that for I use their video editor when we did our interviews.
Yes.
On all of the Zoom calls, because Zoom, even if it comes through at 4K, they come through at like 240p and they look like crap. Etsy, mommy and daddy are fighting. Don't call me daddy. I love that.
You know what's funny is we always get comments where people are like, "You guys fight, and Mark."
We're not really fighting. We're just arguing.
Mark abuses Starla. I'm like, would you guys prefer if we acted like those Etsy YouTubers who are like, "Hi,
Hi guys, welcome to another video. Here's some loud noises to entertain your kids." No, I hate that crap. Get that crap out of here.
No, we're gonna be real with you, and we're not really fighting. We love each other. We love each other. We just love to fight. We really don't fight. We bicker about things that don't matter, like the sizes of photos.
And my favorite are the people, like, as soon as we start arguing like that, we lose like 20 people. I'm not going to listen to people argue like that. Where's your little Sheba? They need a cameo. Over on the couch, asleep. I actually, when we were screen sharing without the face, had to go wake her up because she was snoring so loud that you were definitely going to be able to hear it.
What little Sheba?
You mean our Sheba that weighs as much as 2 whole Shebas?
What little Sheba are you talking about? You mean this 50-pound
This
Sheba?
fat lard of a dog?
This 50-pound Sheba that... Okay, we can answer questions now. I have my emotional support potato.
All right. Well, we're almost done anyway.
That's fine.
I'm getting lots of looks on Pinterest, and when they get to my shop, not so much. I'm wondering if I should lower my prices. You should be pricing within the top 10% of your industry. Price within around what your competitors are pricing at.
Yeah, just because, they might not be ready to buy yet. So, just if you're pricing for profit, pricing is like the last thing that I recommend editing unless you're pricing up, because I'm all for you guys raising prices when necessary, but dropping prices I think is the last thing that you need to think about. Just double check things like your photos and things, and also keep in mind that people aren't quite ready to holiday shop yet. They're kind of keep getting an idea of what they want to buy, but they're not necessarily making their holiday purchases yet. So
She is not happy. She'll be fine.
yeah.
How do people get free Etsy listings? I see some videos where Etsy owners have collected like 100 plus free listings. Etsy does things every once in a while through their YouTube videos, through email, stuff like that. You have to click on links and then they give you free listings.
Yeah, you also have the referral link for what, like 20 free listings
Something
that you
like
get when
that.
you do get referral links. For the people who get like 100 plus free listings, they're just racking them up with referral links and stuff.
Does your dog like to be held? I can't tell from it. No. She doesn't.
No, but
No,
she's
she
getting...
hates it. But she doesn't fight. She just sits in her like totally neutral, alarmed mode. She has no hate in her heart though. I'm new to the femdom stuff. It's fun. See, it's funny if she were to try to do that because she's 5'2" and I'm 6 foot.
I'm very short.
All right, that will be it for
Corgi.
today. That is not a corgi. It is a Shiba Inu. It's probably hard to tell because she literally weighs twice what she's supposed to weigh because she's fat. Isn't that right, honey?
Yeah.
Say, I'm large.
Shiba Inus are Japan's national treasure. The Shiba Inu almost went extinct, but then during the war, American soldiers brought Shiba Inus to the United States.
Yes.
And we upped the population here in the U.S. However, in Japan, they're still Japan's national treasure, along with the other Inus, and they are genetically closer to wolves.
They're the closest dog to wolves than any other breed of dog.
80%, I believe. Are you going to bury your nose? 80% genetically closer to wolves than any other, something like that.
She loves the dried sardine treats. What's her name? Her name is Amy.
Amy. Ammy from Okami Amaterasu.
But we will go ahead and pop it. It's 1:45.
How old is she? 4?
She's younger than that. I think she's 3.
3?
I think she's 3.
The difference between Shibas and Corgis is that you can move my chair. I'm in pajama pants. She has longer legs. She's still small, and she has a curly tail, which is
Down right now.
Yeah, because she's not happy that I'm holding her.
She's an Okami fan. It was okay.
Oh, yeah, my whole desk is done in Okami.
But we're going to
All
go
right.
ahead and cut it for this week because I need to go eat. It's audibly growling this time. Does she shed? She does nothing but shed. That's all she does.
Yes.
We love you guys. We will see you on Tuesday. Definitely, if you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, we will be streaming a wonderful Printify, right?
Yeah, okay,
Not
so-
Printful, Printify.
Tuesday, for those who are just joining us, we have a huge thing going on, especially if you're in print or if you sell print on demand or if you're interested in print on demand, listen up. This upcoming Tuesday, I'll be doing a video in collaboration with Printify that is going to teach print on demand sellers how to do Etsy SEO. Please consider watching that video. I really want to show them that like I'm cool and people like me. But that video is in collaboration with them, though I am not getting paid. They asked to pay me. I said no, I don't accept brand deals because that creates a bias. And I've promised you guys that I will never be biased towards services that I use. I will always give you guys my honest opinion. However, they were still interested, which is cool. So that video is coming out on Tuesday. And then on October 20th, you guys can watch a webinar from me over on Printify's YouTube channel that is going to go over the Science of Etsy Success workshop, which is linked down below. If you want to watch it now, you can. It's in the free Etsy SEO webinar thing down there. But this is the first time that I'm like presenting it live ever. So if you want to watch it live, it's going to be branded all for Printful, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
But we love you guys. We'll see you on our next live stream next Friday.